how would you like to live inside a container? Now, when I say that, what will come to your mind is living inside something like this. But what if it was living inside something like that? As you can see from what is around me, I'm in a really quirky place in London. It's called Container City. This is a place where they've built living quarters and office quarters using old containers. It's a really interesting place, so let's go and check it out. So Container City was a project that was started in 2001. And when they first started, they built this one, which is named Container City 1, where they simply painted some old containers and stacked them on top of each other, linked them together, and built office quarters. But then they realized, actually, rather than just stacking them up together or on top of each other, we can make it a bit more interesting. And because these containers are so strong, that you can actually make them jut out from on top of each other. And they built another structure called Container City 2, which is exactly opposite Container City 1, and that is this structure. So as you can see here, instead of just simply putting them on top of each other, you can see different containers coming out, and they have been reinforced, so it gives it a bit more style and architecture. And these different containers or the different buildings have now been linked with different walkways. And the best thing I like about this place is this, the lift or the elevator shaft. It's actually another container just turned on its head, and I think it's probably two containers on top of each other. That's really quirky. And also, as you can see, in these quarters, they've opened the container doors and created balconies, and these porthole windows is a really nice touch. And after building Container City 1 and 2, you can see it has now expanded into various other buildings. So all the structures around here are built using containers and the same or the similar architecture. I mean, building office quarters inside containers is not a new thing. If you go to any building site, you would see that there are offices built inside containers. But building semi-permanent office spaces and living quarters like that, that's a really cool idea. And obviously, as you can see all around here, after building those, they've gone to town with creating more buildings. So all around here you can see more buildings built with containers. And the good thing about that is, once when you have to reclaim the land, you can simply take those containers and go and build that structure somewhere else. So I can't remember whether I mentioned this earlier. Container City is in a place called Trinity Wharf, and it's next to River Thames. What you can see behind me is actually Canary Wharf, which is like the financial district of London. So you can probably make out some of the buildings there. So there's HSBC headquarters, Citi, KPMG, most of the investment banks like JP Morgan, they all have offices there. And next to that, over here, you have the O2. The O2 is actually it's a performance center. So artists, big artists, when they come to London, that is where they usually perform. That was actually called the Millennium Dome before it was renamed O2 after the mobile phone network. The Millennium Dome was actually built in the 2000s, or actually just before year 2000, to welcome year 2000. When the millennium, just before the millennium, there were multiple projects that went on in London. One of them was the Millennium Dome, or the O2, and I think one of the others, or some of the others, were the London Eye, the big Ferris wheel that is in the middle of London, and also a footbridge across Thames. So if I get a chance, I might do another video about those buildings separately. But yeah, so this is in a very strategic or a great location in London, right next to the financial district. But this is actually now a hub for artists. So there are many different, lot of the offices that are here in the container city, and around here are serve as a place for artists to come in and work. And around here you can see a lot of sculptures, various different arts designs. So it serves as a place for artists now. So before becoming the home for Container City, and also before becoming a hub for artists, this place was actually known for one thing, and that is this lighthouse. It's not being in use today, but you can actually go inside and go up the lighthouse. And there are also very quirky things around, as I said before, because this is a hub for artists. Look at this, and this looks like something out of the movie Waterworld, or the other one which I can't think of right now. I'll put that when I actually edit the video. I don't know whether it's actually operational. There's also something here. Let's go and check it out. Faraday effect. So come inside and experience the world of famous scientist Michael Faraday. Okay, let's go and check it out. I don't know why Michael Faraday is mentioned here. Don't know whether he lived around here. Yes, that's Faraday's cat. Trinity house. Faraday lamp. Right. Still, I'm not sure why Michael Faraday is mentioned here. I'll probably go and find out and put that onto the video. See whether we can go in. I think you have to book a tour. So it actually turns out you can come inside the lighthouse, and I'm inside the lighthouse now, and going on top of it. The important thing here is there is actually a musical composition playing inside here called the long player, and it has been playing continuously since for just over 21 years now, and it is going to play on for 1,000 years. And there it is. That's the long player. So this is going to go on playing for 1,000 years without repeating itself. And then once the 1,000 years are complete, it is going to start again. Wow, I didn't even know that this existed when I came here. So there you go. It has been playing for 21 years, 156 days, 23 hours. Wow. There's some more information here. So long player singing bowls display. There you go. What is long play? Long play is a 1,000-year-long musical composition. It has been playing continuously since the first moments of the year 2000. I'm assuming that this was another thing that was created to welcome the year 2000. Let's see whether we can go all the way up. Right, here it is. Actually, you have to come all the way up here to listen to the long player. Let's stop and listen while taking in this view of London. Obviously this lighthouse is not being used now. This is where the light would have been when this was in use. Right, it's time for me to go back down now. Right, how cool was that? Wow. As I said earlier, when I came to this place, I had no idea about the long player and that, you know, that it's going to be playing for another 1,000 years. And now I can say I can be part of history. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed learning about Container City, one of the quirkiest places in London, and also the long player. So until we meet again with another video, bye for now.